Alright, sadly, as I said in my last video, my red mage is 6,000 and some change experience points away from 70. And what better way to get that those experience points than to also be getting an ether current out of it. So, if I were a fish, is the first quest given to me by Dorothy, is the way I'm going to pronounce this name, D-O-R-O-T-H-E. And here we go. Lieutenant Valkyr, I presume. I've spoken with members of the Scions, and if I may be so bold to ask, is it true you learned some Far Eastern technique for moving underwater as freely as a fish? Freely as a fish? Then it was not an exaggeration? Incredible! Would you be willing to put that ability to use for us? If so, I have an agent stationed underneath those towering steps by the lock who would dearly love to speak with you. Let's change out my wind-up Onion Knight. Random minion goes to Puff of Darkness. The little minion version of, what the fuck, like her name, what was that? Something of Evil? Am I completely off? Something of Evil. There was a boss fight, a raid fight even. I think there was more than 8. There were 3 groups. So yeah, it was a raid fight. I don't even remember if it was a story. What are you? We have an Ent. A tree Ent. An Ent, but like kind of looks like an Ent. Kind of like an Iron Man-esque Ent. But obviously Ent size. Oh, shit. We leveled up just by exploring. Fuck, I got almost 11,000 just for exploring a new... Okay, actually it says here, doesn't it? I got 12,750 just for exploring a new area. That's crazy. Who's my next highest? White Mage doesn't count. I can get... Oh, Paladin. Paladin it is. Cool. So I'm ready to do the next story quest, thanks to that level. Didn't expect to get 12,000 just for exploring, but I mean, it's still a drop in the bucket compared to 2,550,000 needed for whatever. Okay, actually, I guess these steps leading to... Where do they lead to? Oh, they lead to nothing. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I didn't mean to jump down, but I was going to. It's fine. Luckily, the way mounts work is you do not die. You drop to 1 hit point if you jump with them from a mostly fatal height. Right, here's the flame agent. Ah, Lieutenant Valkyr. Lieutenant Dorothy said you might be on your way. Ready to get your boots wet, are you? I should probably begin from the beginning. One of the soldiers we captured during the battle at Castromabania was concealing a map on his person. The map was marked with a curious symbol, but no matter how hard we cajoled or threatened, the prisoner would not tell us the symbol's significance. This naturally piqued the curiosity of our commanders, and they immediately ordered a search of the marked area. Now, the problem is that the area mostly covers the water. We found nothing of interest up above. Meaning the secret, whatever it is, must be down below. We were eager indeed to enlist someone with your apparent talent for underwater exploration. I've circled the spot on your map that we'd like you to investigate. If it turns out to be something that you can bring back, pray do so. Be careful down there. The Lalafell male flame agent. Flame on. Oh, we have some of those, like, ground giant hands and heads that are not part of a fate, which makes sense. Makes sense that wouldn't be the only way you could meet these things. Let's dive. If you want it, you can get it. Let me dive. Oh, yeah, I know this makes sense. We're going deep. Down. 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 There's like an underwater... There's underwater walls. Underwater cliffs. An underwater castle. Here's our first Imperial material. So a chest. Underwater chest. Obtain the Imperial Secret. Okay. Done. Did that. That is done. That is done did. I done did the did done. We're jazz wolfing underwater. Why wouldn't? Why not, you know? I don't think it's faster. Yes, yeah. You know, so I'm just gonna we're gonna beat the bends. We're not gonna get the bends because it is a video game that does not include the bends. So God, if it included the bends, jeez. What a realistic game that would be. I'm sure there are games out there that do have that kind of realism, but this is definitely not one of them, and nor should it be. Alright, Flame Agent. Anything of interest? Imperial Material Crate. Hand over. This looks like an Imperial Material Crate. No shit. I doubt anyone would bother sinking ordinary supplies, so I say we should take a look inside. Nald's breath! This thing's filled to the brim with gems and jewelry. From what I can tell, these all seem to be of Girabanian design. In fact, I'd say this collection is of damn near royal quality. The bottom of a lock is not where I choose to keep such valuables, so it's safe to assume that they were acquired in a less than honest fashion. Our prisoner likely hoped to hide them down there until his stint in the army was over. Or someone who had them that came by them not illegally found out that they were going to be defeated and hid them down there in the hopes that they could escape whatever jail they might have been put in to reclaim their treasure. But whatever. Rebuilding a country is an expensive job, eh? Alamigo's royal family is no more, but we should return these to our citizens nonetheless. Thank you for braving those waters, Lieutenant Valkyr. Pray report to Lieutenant Dorothy, and I'll see that this crate is transported safely back to headquarters. So, okay. There is corruption. He's a flame agent, which means that he works within Ul'dah, and there is a ton of corruption in Ul'dah. I do not trust that he's going to return the crate, but we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Not that it matters. It'll probably spark more a further quest line, like, we never got the gems, can you investigate? But we'll see. I did 100 gil, teleport back to whatever this place is. The Ziggurat, I said in my last video text. Welcome back, Lieutenant Valkyr. Was there aught to be found? A fortune in stolen jewelry, was it? That explains the prisoner's unwillingness to share. As my agent explained, we will see to it that those valuables are returned to Alamigo's coffers. Thank you, Lieutenant Valkyr. This will go a long way to helping the nation recover from the ravages of war. 27 250 experience points, some minor amount of gil, and ether current. And no follow-up quest, so the up and up he was on. End of quest, end of video, see you next time. Bye.